Boys and girls, welcome back to another SLA video. Alright guys, real quick, I'm going to do some cross promotions. If you have not checked out the Wuthering Waves live stream reveal, go check it out. We did a live stream last night. A lot of information was tossed out to us 2.5 days before Wuthering Waves does come out. Just so you guys know, the future of the channel will be covering both SLA and Wuthering Waves. I'm going to try to even out both of these contents together to make sure that you guys get all you need from me as a content creator, so I'm not ignoring either or game. Wanted to get that out of the way. Also, real quick, this is a night. This is actually at night, almost around 11:30 right now for me. I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow morning for you guys from 9:15 to about 2 o'clock. So definitely join me for that. We're going to be doing a lot of content for free to play and pay to win. And I want to talk a little bit about the 50K goal that I've wanted to hit next month. What the hell's happening, guys? I'm almost at 50K subs in, like, I made that note or that video maybe about like a week ago. What? You guys are crazy. Yo, thank you so much again. Now I'm getting a little greedy though, because I see 50K and I'm like, I'm gonna be eyeing 100K to get that damn play button. So thank you guys so much again. And I want to talk a little bit about the success of this game and how it's not only helped my channel, look at this, 33, not only helped my channel, but also how it's pretty much dominated the sales charts as a gacha game. Now, I know everybody wants to talk about the free-to-play, pay-to-win aspect of games, and it's a very big debate, and I'm actually going to talk about my thoughts on the whole free-to-play, pay-to-win aspect of this game and give you guys my whole, I guess, because I've experienced both now. I have a 3.4K account, and I have a completely free-to-play account, two, as a matter of fact, two free-to-play accounts. One was just an SR Challenge account and one normal account. I do want to give you guys my take on this, an honest take completely, about whether this game is free to play, pay to win, which one I enjoy more, and we'll talk more about that as well too. So we'll be doing a lot of free to play content and pay to win content on the live stream. I'm actually on the second last stage of chapter 15 of my free to play, which only took 12 days to do, by the way. So insane the difference that they've done for the game since like launching globally. So definitely want to talk about that. But there is something I do want to discuss with you guys, an article that I saw which really shows how popular this game has really gone and become. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about it. I know I said really a lot, but I'm trying to, like, you know, accentuate the fact that this game is killing it right now financially, so there's nothing to worry about. If you ever had a concern about this game's financial success, this is gonna just pretty much squash all those concerns. Okay, so first off, shout out to CBR for putting this together. This is a record sales for Netmarble, period. Solo Leveling Arise shatters sales and active player records at Netmarble. So not only in sales, but active play records. Now, this is surprising to me because for two reasons. Number one, it was a spotty global release. Even though the global release was a success and a massive success, there were obviously loading issues and people complaining about not being able to play the game well. Obviously didn't affect enough people anyway, so here we are. Solo Leveling Arise sets a new sales and active player record at Netmarble as the franchise's first ever official game rises to major expectations. Now, this was published 2 days ago by Sheikh Nawani. I hope I'm not butchering your name. I try my best to say the names. So, the franchise's first ever official game has set new sales and active records at Netmarble, rising to major expectations well ahead of its tentative console release window of 2025. So there you guys go. The game is coming out for consoles in 2025. For those who wonder when it's coming out on Steam, it's going to be probably Q3. I believe Steam actually says Q3 of 2024, so which is usually around September, October-ish. Okay, so expect that to come out. So via Newspim, Netmarble CEO Kwon Young-sik performed the Solo Leveling Arise hit 5 million daily active users 24 hours after launch. Yo, 5 million active users is bonkers for launch. That's AAA game status, MMORPG style. That's insane. Those are crazy numbers. So congratulations to Netmarble for doing that. And not only that, but they also netted 14 billion won, which is a USD's 10.3 million for the first launch day, guys. So I contributed 3.4K to that. I feel like a small fish in this big pond of money spenders. So you guys can see this game is in fact destroying it financially. Juan said the sales records are the highest level of sales expected by the company and is achieving the highest ever launch performance ever for Netmarble. Now, if you don't know, Netmarble is a massive mobile developer. huge. They have some of the best titles out there, and they do make some of the best content out there. They've had a lot of fails, don't get me wrong, and they have a bad reputation for being super pay to win. And again, we'll talk more about that in the pay to win, free to play video that I want to discuss. But nonetheless, you guys can see here, this game in fact is killing it. So Solo Leveling Arise's additional story and content updates have been resulted in its major success, and I think that's a big one. These record numbers are impressive, but hardly surprising considering that Solo Leveling Arise had 15 million pre-registrations. Now, take that into consideration. Now, I know I mentioned Wuthering Waves in the beginning. That has 32 million. Doubling this, more than doubling this. So you can only imagine how much that's going to make. Holy jeez. The official launch saw Solo Leveling Arise also top app leaderboards in over 70 countries. We actually got rewarded for that, by the way. We got, I think, 2,000 Essence Stones, which was pretty actually generous. It has been a day, so I am cautious to judge the current performance, but overall pre-registration is good. It was satisfactory, and we applied various improvements through open beta test indicators, which they did. I give them credit for it. Some of it I think was shady on purpose, and I'm still going to call that out. But overall, it was a successful launch. Outside of the loading issues, my God. Now, I don't know if a lot of these loading issues are performances due to the hardware that people have, but I know some people do definitely have good hardware and still have these problems. And I think that's because of the ping, probably overloading some servers, too many people on certain servers, and just having issues because of that. That's just my take on it. We have launched with additional content updates, including the story, so we expect positive results. And what they're referring to, obviously, is reverse mode, which was actually a really good addition to it, because it not only gave us ways to farm more Essence Stones and resources, but also gave us new content and actually the ability to use the hunters more, which was, I think, a big issue in the game to begin with, right? So Solo Leveling has high potential for gaming live streams and esport competition, which I do agree with this, because the game is very skill-based, which I love about the game, right? Among the game's selling points are its stellar graphics, spotlighted in CBR Solo Leveling Arise review, but also potential for esports and live streams, which we've been doing a lot of, obviously. Netmarble's gaming tournament on May 17th saw representatives from South Korea, Japan, and the United States for a pool over $60,000. Where the hell was I for that? Anyway, I'm just joking. Honestly, I'm a good gamer, but I'm not an amazing gamer. Like, I'm just very good at teaching and figuring things out and testing, but I don't strive to be number one in the world. That's never been me. I'm a fucking dad, bro. I want to be number one dad. Give me a cup that says number one dad. Forget being number one esport, although there's way more money in that. Number one dad, you just lose a lot of money, which is unfortunate. Anyways, meanwhile, the world's biggest VTuber brand, HoloLive, hosted a series of Solo Leveling Arise live streams earlier this month. And then Solo Leveling Arise was released May 8th. Obviously, it can be downloaded, blah, 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 which is based off of Crunchyroll's series. Again, we're not going to really talk about that. So they gave it an 8 out of 10. Honestly, I would agree with that. That's a good score. I think it's a very, very generous and good score for Solo Leveling Arise. I think the game does a lot of things so well. And I'm going to talk more about this again when I get to the free-to-play, pay-to-win video, and I want to make sure everyone's on the same page about that. But I just wanted to make sure you guys understood how well this game is doing. So for those who are fearful and like, how long is the game going to last, there's a prime example of how well it's doing. Now, will it continue going this route? I do think so, because they have a really good roadmap set up for us, which they've announced like way back when, all the way up to December of this year. And if they continue following that roadmap, we have a lot of cool things coming our way. And I'm very, very excited for the future of SLA. So I want to make sure you guys saw this. This is Payne. Again, don't fear. We got a lot of good stuff coming with SLA. I'm very excited about it personally. And congratulations to Netmarble on an incredible launch. And quite honestly, one of the best mobile games I've played in a very long time. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.